Good morning, soul family. Well, this is very unusual, I know, but there's a reason for some reason that I'm doing this, and I don't know why, but I'm coming at you from my blanket fort. I get up every morning very, very early, and I come underneath my blanket fort, and I do my work. And this morning, Spirit said, do your reading from your blanket fort. So I'm underneath my sheets. Lily's already been fed. Whoops, sorry. Lily's been fed. Liger's outside. The two decks that I have are the Wisdom of the Night and the Saints and Angels. So I don't know why this is what I'm meant to do today, but I am. So I'm going to try and see how I can hold my phone and shuffle. I guess what we're going to do is we're just going to do it like this. All right. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. This is really odd, but that's our first message. So, how interesting. This is really funny, considering I'm underneath my sheets. Focus. Okay, so let's read this card. And you know what? I don't have my reading glasses on, so I'm not in focus. That's interesting. Stop doing that. Okay, let's put it down here. So that means to me, sometimes you got to back up a little bit in order to get things in focus, because now I can see it. Now what's also interesting to me is I've been speaking a lot about Artemis of the forest. I'm very, very connected to Artemis of the forest. And this reminds me of when I went to Sedona, when Spirit told me, go to the wash to meet Artemis. Go find her. And when I went down there, I didn't find her. She found me. So that's a message somehow. You are meant to pull your arrow back and shoot your rockets of desire or your arrow out after what it is that you're looking for. And you're supposed to allow it to go, right? Pull the arrow back. Look at what it is that you're focusing upon, and then let it fly with the wind and allow Spirit to carry it. Now, if I was to go look for Artemis, I went to go look for Artemis, but Artemis found me. So I was told to go in a direction in search of something that I wanted, right? So it's like, there's Lily. This is what she does. This is what she does every freaking morning. What? She's been fed. She's been fed 3 times. And this is what she does. She wants my complete attention, and she's not going to get it. Okay. So, let's go back. So, go look for Artemis. So, it's like, what is it that you want? Take a step in that direction. And yet when I went down there, it wasn't me that found her. She came to me. So it kind of reminds me of letting the arrow go. Take a step in the direction of your dreams and then allow it to go and allow Spirit to bring it to you. And look at the focused attention that she's got on the end of that bow. How the light is shining on the... So she's very focused upon her goal. Yes, this is what I want. It's interesting also. Look where she is. It's like she's in the wash at Oak Creek Canyon. She's down by the water, so she's connecting to her emotions, right? She's kneeling down in the water. She's kneeling down to get a better position, to get a better, so that she's stable, so that she's, her bow is steady when she pulls the arrow back to let the arrow flow. And look at how Spirit is behind her, coming from behind her through the trees. Spirit's coming from behind, and it's like they're going to come and grab the end of the bow and direct it. Right? She doesn't know that, though. She's focused on what's looking ahead of her. She doesn't realize that Spirit's going to come and take that arrow where it's meant to go. Another thing, the fact that she's kneeling down. the Father said to me in my dream about my twin, he needs to bow down. And he needs to bow down. And I thought that he meant he needed to humble himself, or, but that's not what it is. He needs to bow down. Bow down. So if you're getting down, he needs to get steady. He needs to get steady. So we need to get steady. We need to get grounded. She's grounded. I find that really interesting. All those forest leaves and it's wintertime because look at, there's no leaves on the trees behind that you can see. It's kind of foggy. So get down, get grounded, get steady, bow down, get focused. Trust in the fact that Spirit will guide your arrow where it's meant to go. Hold on, I'm moving my stuff because look at this. What, you've got to be involved in all of it? So interesting. What else comes to my mind with her? I think that's it. We'll leave that one. So let's shuffle the rest of them. How strange that I'm under here doing this. It's like I've got no privacy, even under my blanket fort, you know? Liger used to work with me under here, but he doesn't anymore. Message. Now this is really interesting too. I'm sorry that I have to do the lights. I have to figure out how to do this so that the light doesn't get in our way. So what's interesting to this one, to me, you see the scroll, and what's coming there is a raven. The raven always represents magic and miracles, and it's coming in the night. So there's a message coming. And what's interesting to me as well, I feel as though for me, there's going to be a message coming for me while I'm in Sedona, because Sedona's big on ravens. There's ravens everywhere. And I know you guys are probably like, well, there's ravens all over the place, but there aren't where I'm at. We really don't have ravens where I'm at. I mean, they're out in the country possibly, but they're not where I am. So there's a message coming. I'm looking at the number 45, and no, I know somebody's going to say to me, what does the number 45 mean? And I can't think right now. I know it has to do with angels and changes, because 4 is about angels and 5 is about changes. So they're telling you that, I mean, clearly there's a message of some sort coming to you. So you might get a call from a friend, you might get a letter. Maybe there's a sign, being the fact that we've got the raven that's coming, the magic and miracles. So maybe Spirit is going to give you a message that's going to come in a magical way, or from an animal messenger. I feel like I'll get a message. I mean, I know I get lots of messages when I'm in Sedona, and I'm leaving tomorrow for Sedona for a few days. But whatever it is, they're telling you, whatever it is that you've been waiting for, or whatever you've been wondering, there's going to be a sign or an answer that's coming to you that's going to point you in the right direction or give you the answer that you're looking for. But whatever it is, there is a message coming. So Spirit says, be on the alert to how Spirit sends messages to you. And get ready and pay attention. It's going to have a very special meaning. I got a message this morning, and it was really strange. I woke up very early because Lily was torturing me again, and I have my Celica for sale, right? And it's in the parking lot across from where I live, up outside of our gated city. And someone texted me. Of course, the phone number's there, right, on the car. And they texted me, and they said, "Can I have your Celica, please?" And I thought, how strange that is. Can I have it? It's for sale, right? But isn't that odd? Nothing, and no name. And so I wrote back and I said, "Who is this, please?" And they didn't respond. And so I wrote back and I said, "It's for." I said, "It's for sale." And then, "Can you have it?" ? But they didn't respond to me. So there's something about that message I find. Can I have your Celica? I've got to think about that. Look at the lake in the background and the trees. I've been saying that I see myself in the forest, living in the forest by the lake. And that stone that the letter is sitting upon, remember yesterday the girl that was carrying the stone, and now she sat upon it, she rested upon it, and it became, instead of a boulder in her way or a burden to carry, it became a resting place. Well, now this letter is resting upon that boulder. That letter is resting upon the boulder that might have been a boulder in your way. It might have been a block. So something about the block that you think is a block in your way is going to hold maybe an answer to you, to your question. What is that? I wish I could. What is that symbol? What is that symbol? It's interesting because it probably means something different, and somebody's going to say, oh no, what's this? But when I look at that, I see a quail's head. Quail speaks about danger. It tells you to pay attention. It says to stay alert, that there's danger near whenever you see a quail. So whenever I was in Sedona and I was hiking on the trails and I saw a quail, I had to be alert. I had to be careful. Actually, I was out in West Fork Trail, and it was a thunder and lightning storm, and they have flash floods, and I went by myself out into the storm, and people said, you know, aren't you going back? And I said, heck no, because it was warm and it was beautiful, and I figured I was soaking wet. I couldn't get any wetter than I was. But as I went further and further out into the trail, into the forest, oh, it's the symbol. It has something to do with this symbol, but it didn't look like that. It looked like the quail to me, so it means that. That's what I'm supposed to look at. So when I got out there, the lightning started hitting into the trees, and it literally caught, it knocked trees down, it caught trees on fire. It was actually really dangerous for me out there. And that's when I saw the quail. So there's something, they're alerting you to something that's danger. Wow. Okay. So we got the same exact message again. So pay attention to the unusual ways that messages come to you. Like that message for my car, I thought to myself, that makes me very uncomfortable. I'm not leaving my car there. I'm taking it. I asked my landlord, I said, I want you to go up with me, drive me up there, and I'm going to move the car. I'm not leaving it there while I'm gone. That makes me very uncomfortable. So that I got that already. So I feel like that's confirmation for me. Let's do this again. Isn't that strange that we got that again? Okay, correct for neutrality on all levels. Hope you guys don't think that this is indecent. I don't know. I'm undercover doing my messages. There's a reason for it. Obedience. You know what? I didn't know that that was obedience. I didn't see the words obedience. I just knew it was obedience. So you see this one, and she's blindfolded, and she's got a sword. Has she got a sword in this hand as well? What is that? Gosh, I wish that this wasn't so... I wish that I could see things a little clearly. Is she holding a scale? She is. She's holding balanced scales. Justice scales. So she is Lady Justice. She is justice. Okay. So she's standing upon a illuminated cube. And her dress is the color of your sacral chakra, which is seat of sexual energy and creativity, but it's passion, which could be aggression. Because if she's telling you to be obedient, and she's, why is Lady Justice blindfolded? Is she always? Justice, karma, obedience. So you're being told that you need to be obedient, and you're not understanding why you have to do something, but it's for your highest good. You're being forbidden to do something, or you're being warned about doing something. What rules are you considering breaking? There are rules that are in place to protect you as well as others. So if you think that you're going to break a rule, you need to reconsider this. You may not like the fact that Lady Justice is telling you no. Maybe You've got a sword. You're ready to fight. You're ready to fight. And Lady Justice says, no, I'm holding the scales of balance. They're not equally balanced. They're not equally balanced. They're tipping more in one direction than the other. So maybe you feel like you need to take justice into your own hands. But you don't have all the information. You're blindfolded. That sword is very sharp. That can hurt you and it can hurt other people. Not to mention, you're blindfolded, you're standing on top of a cube. If you make a step, you're going to fall. And you could hurt yourself, you could hurt others. And yet you feel that you want justice and you want to take justice into your own hands. You want to do something. And you don't like that you're being told no. But right now, you need to pay attention to authority. You're being told no. So what has been set in motion? Whatever is happening right now, you have to allow to happen. You need to follow a sense of what law would represent. So order, justice, rules of the land. So things that you may not agree with, that the government has in order, but you have to do that. You have to follow. You have to follow the order that authorities are putting out for you. There's rules for everything. But you know what? It's not just the law, because there's rules in nature. There's rules, I mean, even the cause of law, the law and effect, cause and effect, right? There's what's it called? Gravity, the laws of gravity. Think about it. You throw something up, it must come down. You throw a rock in a pond, there's going to be a ripple. So you need to allow things to play out right now. You don't have all the information is what I keep getting. You don't have all the information. So if you're thinking about doing something that's outside the law, even just a little bit, like driving without your license or switching license plates because you don't have the proper registration, or now I'm hearing a crow cawing when I said that. So there's information on that. Don't do things, don't skirt the law. Even if you think it's not that big of a deal, pay attention to the law. I'm gonna think of another. Hold on. Lily's like clawing at me. What? What? Do you want to come under with us? Okay. I'm going to do one more of them this deck. And then I'm going to go to the Saints and Angels deck. Look at her. She's trying to collapse this. Hey. Do you want to come in? Do you want to come in? She wants to be on my lap, getting my attention. What? So I'm thinking, maybe you want to move ahead with something and Spirit's saying no. Okay, I'm thinking about that. Because Spirit said to me, stay. Right? Even though I know I'm supposed to move, I keep getting stay. So that would be a law of sorts, because Spirit has, that's literally, I mean, that's like when you say to a dog, sit, you know, jump, stay. I mean, they literally gave me just the words, stay. That's an order from the universe. Now, we can do whatever we want, right? But if we want to do things according to what's going to work out in our highest good, we need to listen to the guidance that we're getting and pay attention to the information that how it comes to us and what it sounds like and what it feels like to us. Okay, so this one, self-worth. Now, this one is holding on to, she's got a heart on her shoulder, and her dress looks like a heart, right? She's beautiful. She's covering up her nakedness. Her heart's exposed and she's trying to cover it. She's looking away. She's not feeling certain. She's feeling very trepidatious. She's out in the forest. She's feeling exposed and she's trying to cover up her heart. So she's not feeling worthy. What is that? That symbol again. Symbols. Pay attention to signs and symbols. Pay attention to signs and symbols. Okay, so I'm looking at her tattoos. Tattoos are considered scars. We all have scars. So she's trying to hide her scars. She's got, and actually, I've thought of this many times. Scars are very beautiful, aren't they? The artwork is very beautiful. Doesn't that look like, to me, see the heart on her throat? It looks like the phoenix rising when you pull back, doesn't it? And this is the pineal gland. This is the symbol that they always put around the third eye. So she's aware, she's connected, she's got gifts, but she's not maybe using her gifts or not recognizing how gifted she is, or he. This could be a male or a female. She's got the right words. Her throat chakra is highlighted. To me, that looks like a keyhole in a lock. Doesn't that look like a lock? And it's around her arm. And this one, I see a great horned owl, but I also see a raven. I saw the owl first, which means see past the illusion. Do you see the owl? The owl? Wow. And now when I get closer, there's two sets of eyes. So you see more than you realize you're seeing. You're connected to the stars. You're connected to the forest. Look at the leaves and the star. Also, that looks like the North Star, your true north. So, pay attention to the signs and symbols. Okay, so you've got your own key. You hold the key to whatever your answer is. Whatever you're looking for, you hold the key. Pay attention to your higher self, to your intuition. You have more, you are able to see more than you realize. You will guide your heart, which is huge, will guide you to your true north. If you pay attention to what your heart is saying, it will lead you to your true north. Let love come and land on your shoulder. You don't need to chase it. Allow it to come and land gently on your shoulder like a butterfly. What is that on her cheek? She's ashamed of her scars. She's ashamed of the tattoos, because a tattoo is like a, you wear my, I wear my heart like a tattoo. I think of that song. I wear my heart like a tattoo. So, but then you think about the scars on your heart. So the fact that it's self-worth, she doesn't recognize the fact that she's so incredibly gifted, that she's got a third sight, one, and then you look at the owl. The owl has two sets of eyes. Third sight. You hold the key yourself. It's about your own sense of self-worth. No one else can give you that. That comes from you, comes from within you. Those scars make you beautiful. The scars that you carry, that you feel that everyone can see on the outside. If anything's seen on the outside of you, it's artwork. And it's beautiful. It makes you who you are. What is it that you're valuing? in yourself or in another? Are you behaving in a way that others feel, they look at you and they see someone coming from a sense of self-worth? Are you doing something in a manner that is disrespectful to yourself? When you hold yourself in high regard, and you come from a place of high self-esteem and self-worth, you don't give your heart away just to anyone or anything. You guard your heart jealously. You give it only to those who are worthy of you, or situations that are worthy of you. You will not allow yourself to be compromised. You deserve the best and only the best. Spirit says, maybe she's turning away. She's saying, no, you're not worthy of me. If you are not worthy of me, I will hold this heart close to me. I will not chase what is in my highest good. I will allow it to come and rest upon my shoulder. And if it is worthy, I will share my heart. Never feel that you are not good enough. Never feel that the scars that you carry make you anything less than beautiful, because every scar that we carry makes us who we are. I just keep seeing the heart on her shoulder. It's like I wear my heart on my sleeve. So she's open, she's naked, she's vulnerable, she's real. She's exposing herself for who she truly is. Scars and all, I am naked, standing here. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I don't even have a sleeve because I am so completely naked in front of you. This is who I am. I don't have to compete for you or anyone. I present myself real, whole, naked, open, vulnerable. Here I am with my heart, but I will hold on to it. I will protect it unless it is worthy of me. I like her message. I like her message a lot. Okay, so we're going to go to the saints and angels. An unusual reading this is. Lily's given up because I wanted my privacy. Okay. Now, I posted a reading, I think, yeah, it was yesterday, from this deck from a year ago. And it was interesting because the message, first two messages that came were move and travel. And I thought, that's hysterical because I'm being told I need to move and I'm traveling tomorrow. So let's see what we get today. Okay, let me zoom this out a little. A squirt. Okay. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is the most important? Yeah. Oh, you can't even get a better message than this. Yeah. Triumphant. Whatever it is that you were worried about, you are going to be triumphant. And you know who's visible? Who just showed up? The white unicorn. The white unicorn. Yeah, baby. I know that white unicorn. Purity, innocence. You will be triumphant. Look at her. She's rejoicing. That unicorn, that magical, mystical creature is rearing, prancing, dancing. Look at the wings. Look at those wings, like the phoenix rising. Look at the colors, you guys. The spiritual colors, purple and blue and green from your heart chakra, and the color of healing. This is Archangel Zadkiel. This is Archangel Jeremiah, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Raphael. All. The healing angel, the triumphant, the one that removes the blockages, the family harmony, the one that helps with career. All of those archangels are present in those wings. Look at her long dark hair. It looks like mine. They move together. They move as one. So whatever it is that your desires, they're manifesting. Any obstacles, if there are any obstacles, they're temporary because they're going to leap over them. Spirit is taking care of the details. You don't have to worry. They're going to remove them. This is Spirit coming forward to spear whatever's there and flick it out of the way, right? Anything that's in your way. Don't worry about any challenges because does this angel look worried? Heck no. The challenges that might be in front of you are illusions. They're not real. So don't put worry on them. Don't give that energy to them. Don't. Imagine them. Close your eyes and imagine that big stone, that big boulder in your way, and watch it completely vaporize. Because the unicorn's going to go up and touch it with the horn, and it's just going to go poof. It's going to disappear. Just like that. Spirit removes. There are no obstacles for Spirit. So right now, stay in contact with Spirit. Talk to Spirit. Whatever you need. Whatever, if you're feeling you need courage, if you're feeling you need clarity, if you're feeling you need protection, whatever you're feeling right now that you're requiring, ask Spirit to help you with it. Because a lot of times when we get to the places when we're unsure, where we're nervous, we start trying to figure things out ourselves. And we sit there and we drive ourselves crazy because we can't get it. And we don't realize that we don't have to get it. We don't have to worry. We're forgetting to stay in contact with Spirit. That's when we hand it over to Spirit and say, we would like you to step in, right? This is time for you to call on your guides, call on your angels, because they're there to help you. They want you to have a smooth road ahead, right? They know that you are going to be, they know life's going to be happier for you when you're peaceful, when you're relaxed, when you're in a setting like that. You know, nobody does well when they're in drama or trauma or when they're stressed out, right? They know that you need that, and they want that for you. So ask Spirit, make my road easy. Provide my trip out to Arizona I want a safe travel. I've already been told I will get safe travel, and I know that the money will come to pay for my trip while I'm gone. It's going to be a beautiful trip while I'm there. I'm going to get the messages that I need. I'm going to connect with the energy that I need. Whatever it is that you guys are doing, right? And what can you do to make things more triumphant in your own life? Stay positive, right? In all ways. They're showing me that whatever drama that you've been surrounded by, it's fading away. The drama's going away because peace is what you've asked for. A peaceful setting, a peaceful life, and you're going to have a quieter road. That's what's coming for you and for me. And I say, thank you. That works for me. One more I heard. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm under here because there's no distractions under here. There's no movement now that Lily's left us alone. There's no radio. I'm not looking at anything else. I'm paying attention to only what is happening here. I'm focused on what Spirit is giving me. I'm doing my work from where I am. I don't have to be anywhere else. I can do it from where I am. I can do my work anywhere I am. I've got the tools that I need. I'm not disturbed while I'm working. I'm safe under the cover of Spirit, right? I'm safe under the cover. The road is clear and smooth, and it's direct. I'm under the canopy of Spirit. I'm protected. I'm shielded. And it's a light canopy. I don't feel burdened by it. I don't feel like I'm smothering. It's a light protective shield. I'm looking at the lines. Everything is in order. Everything is moving in order. Everything's lining up just the way it's meant to. And it's beautiful. And even if there's a curve in the road, things are still lining up the way they're meant to. Follow the curve. Yeah. Yes. We want things peaceful. The dove represents peace, harmony, soulmate connections. Look, the dove, during the time of the flood, when they were wondering if the land had appeared yet, Moses sent a dove out, and they waited for the dove to come back. And when the dove came back carrying a leaf in its hand, they knew the waters had receded. So you've gone through this turbulent time, and the dove has appeared with the leaf in its hand, and it's telling you the storm clouds are leaving. Land is in sight. Peaceful times on the horizon for you. Spirit's going to show you when things are okay. Spirit is showing you now. This is what's coming through. They already showed you that you've got a peaceful road coming ahead of you, right? So allow Spirit to show you. And believe them when they come. When the animal messengers show up, pay attention to them. The dove, prophecy, peace, harmony, fulfillment, loving relationships, soulmate relationships. Harmony is the word. It's my favorite word. It's my favorite word. I always wanted to get married in the Harmony Wedding Chapel in California on the little coastline. Harmony. So like a dove has descended upon you. Dove has descended upon this situation. Peace. It's also Spirit, right? Holy Spirit. So Spirit is upon you. You are safe. The dove means also take a breath. So maybe you need to spend some quiet time alone. Look at me. I'm underneath my blanket fort. I'm going on a retreat to Sedona. So maybe you need to go, where do you need to go to get quiet? You need to go in, you need to go under. You need to go somewhere where nobody is. You need to go where the people aren't. That's what I always say. Spend some quiet time alone. Where nobody else is interfering, where nobody else is allowed in. It's okay. It's okay to do this. It's okay to go and be in a place where nobody else gets to be. Right? And recognize that Spirit is descending upon this entire situation. The Spirit of peace is descended upon whatever is. Peace is here. There's harmony. Everybody involved in this situation, whether it's a familial situation, a work situation, a love situation, Spirit is opening the hearts of everyone involved at this moment. They're bringing forward information. This is the color of your heart chakra and the color of healing. The dove is bringing forth healing and love. Love, compassion, kindness. Everyone's hearts are opening in this situation. Everyone wants to see everyone else's point of view. That's how Spirit wants you to look at it. The dove is asking for forgiveness. Can you offer forgiveness? Can you extend forgiveness? Can you forgive yourself? Forgiveness opens up the way to peacefulness. Just like love. Love opens hearts. Forgiveness also does. Whatever's happened in the past, can you allow it to go? Can you allow it to rest? Think about the storm, the flood. That was really chaotic. Horrible things happened, right? But it's over. The sun is out again. The storm clouds are going away. Allow that to happen. Allow peace to descend upon the situation. Allow peace to descend upon the situation. If you allow love to pervade every part of this situation, what would love say? What would love do? I choose peace. I always say that. I choose peace. Allow peace to come upon the situation so that everybody's hearts are affected. Peacefulness brings change. My grandmother used to work for the Peace Council. I know you guys are going to think this is really weird. My grandmother was a communist. She was a Soviet socialist. Isn't that funny? She was Canadian. She was the most peaceful person I knew, the most loving, generous person. She believed that man would bring peace to earth. She didn't believe that there was a God. And she spent her entire life volunteering at the Peace Council. And she would make quilts and blankets and send them to the people that were the people in Vietnam. She would send it to the villagers. She spent her whole life. I used to go with her as a little girl to we lived in North Vancouver. We'd get on the bus and we'd have to go across to Vancouver to the Peace Council. It's interesting. And if my parents had known that that's where we were going, they would have had a fit. Jehovah's Witnesses, oh my God. But we went, and in whatever it was, my grandmother, she believed that she was helping. She wanted to bring peace to the earth. And she thought that that's what those people were doing. So allow peace to enter into the hearts of everyone here. See that happening. That was my grandmother's intention her entire life. She brought peace to many people because that was her heart. She had a very loving, giving heart. She always gave of herself, always. I wish you guys could have met my grandma. You meet a little piece of her in me. If I can only live up to her. But peace, if you allow peace to descend upon your heart and this situation, trust that it will affect change. If not in everyone, at least for yourself. As I said before, you may not be able to change the situation that's going on around you. You may not be able to change everyone's heart, but you can change the thoughts that you are holding. And if you choose to come from a place of peace, and you hold your heart open, hold your heart open. I'm thinking of that girl that was holding her heart. Maybe she was holding her heart open. I'm keeping myself in I'm holding my self-esteem high. I am worthy. I will not be mistreated. But I am keeping my heart open, allowing for change. I'm holding space in my heart, allowing for change. I'm asking for peace to descend upon this situation. I choose peace. And I will allow Spirit to direct it. But Spirit has already said, we are giving you a peaceful road ahead. Follow our lead. What would love say? What would love do? In all that you can do, bring peace to the situation. Bring love and healing. See love and healing. You know what? That's another message. See Spirit bringing love and healing to this situation. I see this situation healed and in harmony and peace and peaceful energy descending upon this situation. Sometimes a peaceful resolution is we agree to disagree. We agree to separate. We agree to go our own ways. But I want peace to come to the situation. Or I will fly, I will leave. And what I leave here is I will drop these leaves of love and peace. I leave you with that. When I leave that energy with you. And whatever you choose to do with it, or however Spirit can work their magic, my part is I see it surrounded in love and peace. I choose peace. All right, you guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. It was very unusual, wasn't it? But sometimes you got to think outside the box. Sometimes you got to think inside the box, right? Do things different. Whatever you've done, do it in a different way. Maybe that's what's going to bring peace to the situation. Maybe the way you've been doing it hasn't been working. So maybe you need to do something a little unorthodox, an unusual way. I'm sitting under here and I'm looking at this is so soft. The cheetah. The cheetah is an animal that moves very quickly. Right? I think things are moving a lot faster than they appear. That's what Spirit says. Triumphant. If we can be soft and gentle and come from a place of peace and love, things will move quickly. Things are in order. I'm looking at the curves. This reminds me of, there's a place in Arizona that looks like this. The sand dunes. It's like, I've never been there. I want to see it. Just looking at the colors. It's interesting to me. Two different patterns, but they're color coordinated. They go together, and yet they don't, and yet they do. It's all very peaceful. So I've got fast movement, and I've got a straight line, and I've got flesh, and I've got peace. Listen to the water trickling in the fish tanks. It's very peaceful. Fast, straight line, touch, fast, straight line, touch, skin, naked, open, vulnerable, exposed, truthful, real, peaceful. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave those words. I know I'll get my message. And I know you guys will get different messages as well. I'm not afraid of exposing myself in a respectful manner. I'm not afraid of you seeing. I'm not afraid of you seeing my legs. They don't look tiny, right? They don't look, I don't think they look like anything. They just look like legs. I'm not worried about them. I'm seeing other things too, though. Sometimes we just need to allow the artistic expression to speak itself. Things might have been going too fast, moving too fast, and Spirit said, it's time to allow things to be peaceful. They're moving too quickly. Slow down. Take a breath. Relax. You'll get there. The way ahead is clear. I'll leave it at that.